obviously there's not much to talk about in regards to guys committed, but in terms of guys that are out there that you believe USC will have a strong say into their decision. It's a class right now rated 31st in the country. That doesn't mean a whole lot, but they're obviously not off to a great start. But who's out there, and where do you see this 2020 class going?
I think for the 2020 class, the first thing that they got to approach is wide receiver. And as I mentioned, they lost Coy Moore, who committed out of Louisiana, and now he decommitted, I want to say about 2 weeks ago, due to the coaching changes. So I think what they have to do right now is they have to look at what's out there for wide receiver. Now, I don't know per se who's out there at wide receiver, but I do know there's some quality wide receivers in California that they have to try and target, that they have to keep home. Another thing too, and I think the main thing that they have to think about doing is try to keep a relationship with Bryce Young. I think that's the most important piece of the 2020 class. Yes, while USC has JT Daniels there, they need to start thinking ahead, and they need to start thinking what happens if JT Daniels has another bad year or struggles again in 2019. Bryce Young, who is currently at Mater Dei, he's an outstanding prospect. I think you have to do whatever you can to hold on to him, because he's going to be the key piece of the 2020 recruiting class. If you can hold on to him, I think they can lure other key prospects in that 2020 class for next season.
Talking USC football, if you like what we do here at Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football, please like, comment, subscribe, share the videos, and of course, that will help build the channel and keep us around delivering the best in college football discussion, debate, and analysis. Talking USC with Matt Lowry from Conquest Chronicles. We've diced up the 2019 and 2020 classes. It's odd that in losing Kliff Kingsbury as offensive coordinator in a very strange situation in which he gains the head coaching job at Arizona in the NFL, despite having a losing record as a college coach, that Graham Harrell, another Texas Tech quarterback, then becomes the offensive coordinator, much the same style in regards to what he played and coached in there at Texas Tech and elsewhere. Your thoughts about Graham Harrell?
I like Graham Harrell. I believe he's somebody that the Trojans needed. You get a young head coach, but you get a young offensive coordinator who's done great things at North Texas. Again, he's a quarterback himself. You saw what he did with Mason Fine, who currently is on target to become one of North Texas' best quarterback in program history. He has a 50-20 QB rating, or 50 touchdown and 20 interception QB rating, or QB ratio, actually, going into this season. I think with Harrell, he's just what USC needs, because now you get a guy who is innovative with his offenses. Somebody who, like Kliff Kingsbury, though he don't have the experience like Kliff Kingsbury, he can put points on the board. He can move the ball. I know you mentioned the red zone production with USC last season, and even 2 seasons ago with Sam Darnold. I think this answers those questions in terms of the red zone. USC, I think at this rate, we know USC is fully embracing the air raid offense per se, although Clay Helton says it's not going to be a full-on air raid, which I don't believe to an extent. I don't believe, but I think Graham Harrell will do great things with USC. And not only that, but the longevity of the whole thing. We knew Kliff Kingsbury was probably going to be gone after this season, given how he did with USC. But before we got that chance, he already took the Arizona head coaching job. I think Graham Harrell will end up being there for more than one season. I think maybe 2 or 3 seasons at best. But I think he will breathe a breath of fresh air into this USC offense, something that they desperately needed.